blogger and creator of goldcardvegan.com, and I can see that the sun is coming in and out, and I'm sorry about that. So I am in the middle of making my smoothie, and I ran out of almond milk. Now I make my own, and it's so dead easy to do. Absolutely brilliant for smoothies. Really, really good. And you know that there's nothing in it but almonds. So I've always got a big jar of almonds, and all I do, I actually already have a 1/4 cup in here. And I'll put a 1/4 cup, you can't see this because I haven't got my, I've got a new thing coming actually. 1/4 cup into a jug. Put that there. My almonds, by the way, these live in the fridge. Makes them last longer. And then just cover with boiling water. Doesn't really matter how much, but all you're wanting to do is soften. And then what you're going to do is cover it and leave it to sit. The least amount of time would be probably 10 minutes, but for me, I let it sit and I let it go right through till kind of like this afternoon sometime, generally just when I'm having my coffee or about to have my coffee while that's brewing. While the coffee is actually brewing, that's generally when I'll make the almond milk. So I will come back and finish it off later. Right, so we're back, and it is now time to strain them and turn them into almond milk. So obviously you're going to need a blender, and you're going to need the bottle that you're going to be putting your milk into. So what I do is I measure out how much water I'm going to put in there. There is about 3 cups of water in that. You can use filtered water if you want to. I just use tap water, but that's because I don't have a filtering system. So the first thing that you're going to do is to strain out your almonds, and you'll obviously strain them out in the fridge, and then just put them into the blender and then add your water. Now this makes enough for me for 3 days. So as I said, I have 1/4 cup of the almonds to 3 cups of water roughly, and that is up to you as to, if you want to increase it. If there's more of you eating it using it, then obviously you'll increase it. But this will last me for at least 3 days with my smoothies. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to blend this on my blender. So now we have made our milk, and that's all whizzed up, looking pretty good. It does froth up at the top, so that's all right, no worries. Now we are going to pour it into our bottle, which is very easy to do. The material that I'm using is, you can use a muslin. I can't remember what the name of this material is. You can use a muslin if you want to, or you can use a cotton of some description. Just make sure it's organic cotton. And I just went to a place and got a whole lot of this material, and then just overlocked it, and it works a treat. So they're just little squares that I made. Once you've got it all out, the next thing you're going to do is squeeze the rest of the milk out like so. Easy as. If you have a compost, this will go into the compost. You can actually keep it if you want to and use it in, because this is really almond meal, so you can dry it out if you want to, and use it in baking, and that's fine. Or you can use it in, as I said, just put it into your compost. And then that is it. That is the milk all made. It just sits in the fridge. You will need to shake it every time, just before you use it each time, because the water does separate a little bit from the milky almond. But that's it, all done. And there you have it. That's your almond milk, all ready to go. Just pop it in the fridge, as I said, and it's all ready. That is pure straight almond milk. It is completely and absolutely unsweetened. If you want to sweeten it, then I would suggest that you add some dates, which you can do. You can pop some dates in with the almonds at the time that you're soaking them, and that will sweeten it up a bit. Then, and then just, again, put them into the blender at the same time, do the whole thing the same, and that will give you sweetened almond milk. I just use this simply for my smoothies. I don't use it for anything else, but that is a choice that you make as to where you use it. If you want it thicker, then reduce the amount of water that you put in. But as I said, 1/4 cup of almonds to 3 cups of water gives you about this much. That's it. Have great food, make it whole plant-based, and be compassionate to all animals, including humans. And I will see you again really soon. Bye-bye.